So this is going to be a video about addiction and what it is and why it's happening. And I'm very qualified to speak on this subject, and I'll tell you about my addictions. I was heavily addicted to alcohol and pretty much all drugs for 10 years of my life. And I'm talking I would drink 3 liters of white cider, which is like cheap, nasty cider, every day. I'd wake up in the morning, start drinking all day until nighttime. And I would just always be drunk like that. I used to go on like 5 day benders where I would take grams and grams and grams and grams of whatever drugs, cocaine, MDMA, all the drugs. And every single day, all day, I was high on something. At one point, I was eating a whole box of Valium every day, just so my body could relax. And the reason that we get addicted to stuff like that is because we don't have a good baseline. Because if you had a good baseline, if you felt good just operating normally, you wouldn't feel the need to drink, or even if you got an eating problem, whatever you're addicted to. If there's something that you need to do to feel normal and you don't feel good without it, that means you don't have a good baseline. That means that you're addicted. And humans are like that. We do have addictive tendencies. We addict to things. And I'm not even necessarily saying that addiction is a bad thing, because addiction shows you things. And for me, my addictions destroyed me so I could rebuild myself. So it's been a blessing in that way. But it doesn't feel like that when you're in it. And if your body doesn't feel right, if you have blockages and misalignments, you can't stop doing a certain thing like drinking or eating or whatever it is you're doing, it's because your body's misaligned. You got blockages in there and old traumas and heavy emotions. So what you need to do to get out of it is clean out your body and get it realigned. They're the two things. You need to clean it out, get rid of all the old waste that's in there, because there is old waste in there, everyone, and you need to get it realigned because it is misaligned. Everyone is born with an atlas misalignment, which is the topmost vertebrae in the spine, and that makes the body misalign as it ages. So they're the two things that you need to do. And there's multiple ways of doing those things. There's not like one thing. And I've done it all. Well, I say I've done it all. I've done a lot. So I understand the process very, very, very deeply. And I utterly destroyed my body with addiction. I mean, towards the end of it, I couldn't stand up. I couldn't even sit down. I was just always completely breathless. I was always out of breath. And it's because I was so full of toxins and my body was so twisted up and misaligned that I was just like, I had heart palpitations 24/7, all sorts. And I would have to drink. I used to drink just so I could relax enough to eat. And it's the same with the Valium. I used to take that just so I could relax enough to eat food. That's how that's how unstable my baseline was. So what I did to fix it was I cleaned out loads of old mucus and gunk from my body, which is stuck in the intestines, and I realigned my body, which arguably was the most important part of that. So they're the two things that you have to do. It doesn't matter where you're at in this stage, in this journey, they're the two things. If you don't do those two things, you're never going to feel right. You're never going to you're never going to have a good baseline. You're always going to be reaching for stuff and it'll be relentless because all humans want to do is feel peace. But you're never going to feel peace if you've got all that in you and if your body's misaligned. Never. because all the traumas get stuck, and it's a nightmare. And I know that there's people watching this that can relate to that. I know that there are people watching this who are suffering and they don't know why. Like you're watching it and you're like, or you're just in your day to day life and you don't feel good and you don't know why. And the reason why is because of what I just said. The waste, and there's parasites in there, and then the alignment. You you have to do those things if you want to feel good at a baseline. You have to. This isn't just like this is beating addiction. Like a lot of people who used to drink every day can't have a beer now. They couldn't go and have just one beer because they know that it would start the whole addiction again. That's not fixing it. That's avoidance. That that's not. I can have one beer now, a beer. Luckily, I don't want to because I feel good, and beer doesn't make me feel good. But I have done. I have one beer and stop. And I used to drink all day, every day. Now that is healing. That is fixing the problem. When you can do that, if you've got an addiction to food and you every time you eat you overeat, then avoiding food isn't going to do it because you're not addressing the problems. And then if you can get to the point where you can just eat the right amount of food and stop, then you've fixed it. You're free. That's freedom. So they're the things you have to do. Clean the body out. I'll say it a million times. Clean the body out, whatever way that looks like for you. I can help you do that. And then get your body into alignment, which is a bit lesser known. And I can help you do that as well. Because my body was so twisted up and degenerated. And I've fixed it. I've fixed it. I've come back from a place where people don't come back from. I was I was like really bad. Like even in a community of people who do a lot of drugs, I was like the worst one. I was really bad. I used to all day, every day. I was just taking drugs and drinking all day, every day for years and years and years. It was crazy. Like I didn't see a way. I didn't see a way out. Couldn't see a way out. Like there wasn't even a consideration of a way out. I didn't know. And then I found it. I discovered all this stuff. So if you need help with this, with it doesn't even matter if you're not addicted to alcohol. You're almost everyone is addicted to something. So if you need help with this, I can help you. I can help you. I can help you. I have the keys. You have to do the work, but I can point you in the right direction. Absolutely. I can absolutely point you in the right direction. It doesn't matter where you're at. I will be able to point you in the right direction. And it's not just with addiction. Whatever is wrong with you, if you've got like just if you just don't feel good, I can help. It doesn't matter what the problem is. There is always a solution. And I can see because I've done so much work. I've just been non-stop for years, just sorting this out. It's been a full-time job. But now I'm at the point where I really understand what ails people and I can help. So whatever it is that is wrong with you, I will be able to point you in the right direction. And then you have to do the work. You have to do it. It's difficult, but if you really want to do it, because most people don't even know that there's a way out. Most people don't see a way out, and there is. There is. It doesn't matter how bad it is. Doesn't matter how. Because I was like bad. Doesn't matter how bad it is. There is a solution, and I can help. I will be able to talk to you. You can explain what's going on, and then I will be able to point you in the right direction. There's all different types of things you can do, but the core of it is the same. It's cleaning the body out, getting it in alignment. That's it. It's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. But there is a way out. And that's how you get free. You get physical freedom, and that provides mental freedom. It doesn't work the other way around. If your body's all messed up, and then you're trying to just meditate or whatever, it's don't people who say that, people who say, "Oh, just meditate and it will be fine," they've never had real problems, like real serious problems. Never, because they wouldn't say that. The body is the vehicle that you use to experience this life. So if the body is out of whack completely, you're never going to feel good. The body has to be calm for your consciousness to be calm. That's how it works. It has to be that way because the body and the mind and everything, it's all the same thing. It's all connected. And that's how you get free. You'll be able to, once you've done this to a certain point, whatever you're addicted to, you'll be able to just enjoy it. Because I know you want to enjoy it. People who drink don't really want to quit alcohol forever. People who love eating food, they don't want to quit food. Like people who, whatever you love doing, you don't want to quit, do you? Like, what is it they say that every alcoholic, every alcoholic's dream is to find a way to still have it? Well, it's real. You can do that. You can still have it. The point is, you probably won't want to. That's the like, you probably won't want it because you'll feel good naturally. So you won't want it. So that's it. Like whatever's wrong, this is the way out. This is it. Unless you get your body in alignment and clean it out, you're never going to feel good. Never. Like you're always going to be trudging through life, just trying to force your way out of it, trying to avoid it. And you'll just do that until you get sick. And then what? Don't wait until you get sick, which is what I did. Don't wait until you're so messed up that, and I know most people already are in that position. They're like just fucked up. But don't wait until you get like I used to have in the back of my mind once I discovered the healing. Like, oh, it's fine. I can just do it. This is before I started. I was like, I can just do it whenever. But no, don't. If you get to the point where you're so damaged that you've got no choice but to do this, then the process out. There is a way out for everyone, but it's hard. It's difficult, but it can be done. If you want to change and you want to feel good naturally and you want to heal, then this is what you have to do. There's no other way. Then the body has to be addressed. The problems have to be addressed. The traumas have to be addressed. But they'll just come out naturally as you do it. It'll just naturally happen. You don't have to focus on that. All you have to do is focus on cleaning the body out, getting in alignment. Clean the body out, get in alignment. That's it. It sounds simple when I say it, and it is simple. It's just a process. So if you want help, I can help. I'll leave a link in the description and you can get my help. I will help you.